Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty members, proud parents, and most importantly, the unforgettable class of 2025. Today marks a milestone, a moment of both achievement and reflection. I want to thank everyone for being here as we celebrate not just the completion of high school, but the journey each of you have taken to get to this very moment. It's a day filled with pride, joy, maybe a few happy tears, and the quiet realization that life is about to shift into a brand new chapter.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know that this day is a great day for them, but I know, thanks for the people, it's been a great year. This is not, like they say, it's not my first rodeo, but this is about my 20th rodeo. And this has been a hell of a class. And I feel for them. And I am going to miss them. But I want to talk to everybody here, and I never write anything. But I have to tell everybody in this auditorium what these guys have accomplished. When we started in 2010, there were 86. I'm sorry, but I don't know my glasses and I'm trying to read, but I gotta read. I'm sorry. 10 seniors are graduating with the CapCut diploma. 30 are graduating, seniors graduating with the child development. Right there, academically, we kick some, well, I don't want to say it. I can't say it. In sports, we have won in different sports. So for the parents that don't have sports, we have won 12 district championships. 7 regional championships. We have gone to state. We have 4 runner-ups. And runner-ups, and I'm so glad, well, some of them are leaving.
Share what this means to the class of 2025. Please help me welcome our very own SGA President, Ms. Jasmine Morera, who will be explaining truth.
Class of 2025. My name is Jasmine Morera, and I've had the honor of serving as this year's Student Government Association President. Through this role, I've made lifelong friends, unforgettable memories, and learned lessons I never expected. And the one I've thought most about is the one I was asked to speak about today, truth. We're taught from an early age to be truthful, to be honest, to be good. But standing here on the edge of everything,
standing up here and giving this speech has given me a lot to think about. And if I'm being honest, brought a little fear. As you all know, I'm a man of few words. Not. So yes, I have a lot to say, but I promise to keep it short and sweet like my friend Alessandro. When I was given the topic of honor, I saw a variety of emotions. Doubt, anxiety, gratitude, but above all, responsibility. These are emotions we have all experienced throughout our years here at Matter Lakes Academy. Siendo mi mejor consejero y amigo, pero también el mejor papá. Sin ti no sería el hombre que soy hoy. Gracias por todas las enseñanzas y consejos. Abuelo, te queremos y extrañamos. To Ms. Sanchez, thank you for all these years. I still remember how scared I was during my first SGA interview in freshman year. Thanks for all the advice and lessons that you have taught us. You've also showed us what hard work truly is. I couldn't have asked for a better mentor and guide throughout all these years.
I challenge you to be bold, to embrace that very word that makes your heart race, change. Put yourselves in situations that scare you. Say yes to the opportunities that make your hands shake, because only through change do we grow. Only through change do we discover who we truly are and build lives filled with purpose and pride. So when change presents itself, even if your voice trembles, say yes. Because what you don't want is to look back and wonder, what if? What if you had taken that chance? What if you hadn't let fear decide for you? Y para mi mamá, quien dejó su vida entera atrás en Cuba, solo para darme la oportunidad de luchar una mejor. Gracias. Todo lo que he logrado y lo que seguiré logrando.
Right after COVID, and then how life has it, it's full circle, right? And in 2021, I was asked if I could come and help lead Matter as a whole. Honored and a privilege it is when I accepted it, and I was honestly taken aback with the
Pérez. Delen Carmenate. Brandon Rafael Linares. Ricky Manuel Maldonado. William Manzano. Camila Isabela Marengo Bracho. David Williams Marín. Mia Martinez. Samuel Martínez. Emily Martínez. Gabriela Martínez. Anthony Martínez. Luisca Martínez. Martínez.
by the power given to me by the Constitution of the United States and the great governor of the state of Florida, DeSantis, as principal of Battle Lakes, I'm going to make you ex-seniors of Battle Lakes and new citizens of our state of Florida, our great state of Florida. Wait. I want everybody, no, not everybody. The students, the Bears of 2025, get up. Mr. Vasquez, will you do me the honors?
Let's hear it for Papa Bear, Principal Rubirosa. Come on, Class of 2025, before we call upon that big moment that you can say that you're all graduates of Matter Lakes, I want to take a moment. In the same spot you're at, I want you to turn around. And I want you to look at your family, your friends, your loved ones all here.